Today, I will be giving the official tier ranking list thing for James Taylor albums. Now, I'm only going to be using studio albums, and I won't be using live albums. I won't be using any of his cover albums. I won't be using his Christmas album. That's just cheating. No greatest hits. Greatest hits does not count. James Taylor Greatest Hits, the album has like 11 million album sales, but that's not part of that. Doesn't count. That's not fair. Okay, let's begin. We're going to start from the very beginning. His very first album, James Taylor. The self-titled album. James Taylor's first album is hot garbage. Let's be honest. You listen to this album and you'll say, what the heck am I listening to? This is not James Taylor. However, there are the songs Something in the Way She Moves and Caroline on My Mind in this album, which are two of his best. But the versions on this album are absolute garbage. So this gets E tier simply for the writing. Adjusting my mic here so I don't have to keep leaning over. This is bad. This is whatever. We're going with it. Sweet Baby James is possibly one of the best. I think it is the best singer-songwriter album of all time. Probably the best folk album of all time. There is not a single song on that album that is bad. The thing I love about this is if you go back and listen to it, the actual audio quality is so hilariously bad. It makes it better somehow. I don't know how to describe that, but this is obviously an S tier album, probably one of the greatest folk albums of all time. James Taylor's next album was Mudslide Slim and the Blue Horizon, which somehow is actually lower quality audio-wise than Sweet Baby James was, and yet it's packed with so many good songs. I would say it's his almost third best album. You never hear about it. No one mentions it, but I mean, it's got to be also one of the best folk albums out there. Mudslide Slim and the Blue Horizon, absolutely an A tier album. Next up, we have One Man Dog. Now, One Man Dog came out like less than a year after Mudslide Slim, and so the writing was pretty rushed, which you can tell. I don't know. I believe I'm gonna go D tier just because it's not that. They're also good, yet I have to say some are bad. When we get in here, it's gonna be difficult to kind of make choices. Anyways, his next album was Walking Man, which I love the title song Walking Man, but the album has pretty much nothing else going for it. This gets D tier. It also has a song on it called Let It All Fall Down, which is pretty catchy. You've definitely never heard of it, though. It's a dry cough. That was a dry cough, actually. It's kind of scary. Wash your hands. Wash your hands, people. Why do I have a dry cough? My neighbors are being noisy. I'm not even focused on the task at hand. Come on. Focus. Focus, Armstrong. Okay. And next up is Gorilla. Gorilla is, it's so good. But it's got Gorilla, of course, the song Gorilla. It's got How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. It's got Mexico. All fantastic and many Wandering, just some fantastic songs. I got to go C tier, though. I'm looking for well-rounded albums here. This one's got like 4 or 5 really good ones and then a bunch of nothings. So I'm so sorry. Next up is James Taylor's In the Pocket. Okay, In the Pocket is F tier. I'm just gonna say it. But here, let me show you something annoying. They re-released this album in last year, the 2019 remaster. Look what they did to the album cover. Why they made it look dirty and disgusting. Like and they did the same thing to Gorilla. Look here. What you would think that on a remaster you would make it look better. It looks like the album cover, but it looks like someone just ate Chick-fil-A and then rubbed their greasy hands on the screen. That's a good look. This is Warner Bros., I believe. You're playing with James Taylor's fans. Stop it. It's not cool. So not cool. Okay, next up we have JT. JT is Probably one of his most full albums. It's very upbeat, very light, very happy. It was in a happy moment of time of his life when he produced this album. It's got so many hits that you've probably heard of. JT is A tier, no question. It's also his best-selling album, I believe, 33.5 million sales, I believe. Next up, we have Flag. It technically has no name, the album does, but it's referred to as Flag. It's basically just like a classic rock album. Like, it's totally different style than all of James Taylor's other stuff. I kind of love it. It's got some... It's C tier. It's a C tier quality album. Just a full album. Oh, that is old. That is an old apple. Okay. Next up, we got Dad Loves His Work. One hit album, and it's not really even a hit. It's kind of like a song you know if you are a James Taylor fan, which is Her Town 2, which you've never heard of, probably. So that's an F tier. That's Why I'm Here could be another artist's hit album. You've got That's Why I'm Here, Song for You Far Away, Only a Dream in Rio, Every Day, Only One, Going Around One More Time is also fantastic, overlooked. There's a little gold nugget. That's Why I'm Here is B tier. It doesn't quite reach the level of these, but it's certainly better than these. Oh, wow. Very, very helpful. Very helpful, Armstrong. Next up, he released the album Never Die Young. If you hear a baby screaming in the background, that's my neighbors. This is what I have to deal with. Okay, this is the part where I get shot. This is the part where the people come in to the comments with pitchforks and the angry mob comes to try to take me down. James Taylor's album, Never Die Young, which you've probably never heard of unless you're a James Taylor diehard, is S tier. It is... It is... I'm going to put it... Speaking of James is still better, but I'm going to put it like that so it's more friendly, but it is S tier. Okay, before you get mad, just keep in mind, I'm not rating songs and I'm not rating the hits. I'm ranking full albums here. Never Die Young is the complete opposite of Mudslide Slim and the Blue Horizon, where Mudslide Slim is like, seems low budget, rough and grimy in a good way, but Never Die Young is just full. It's swelling, it's clean, it's, oh my gosh, it fills your soul. It fills you when you listen to it. Every song slaps. Every song slaps. New Moonshine is B tier. New Moonshine is B tier. New Moonshine, if you haven't listened to it, you should listen to this. It's like James Taylor. It's from the 90s, but it's like 1970s James Taylor. The Sweet Baby James, the Mudslide Slim James Taylor. Very nostalgic, very emotional, but just that kind of 1970 James Taylor on a higher budget. That's what New Moonshine is. It's like if 1970 James Taylor had a big giant budget to make an album. What he would get would be New Moonshine. Such strong, emotionally powerful songs. New Moonshine's B tier. Next up, we got Hourglass. Hourglass. It's got a couple hits. Again, when I'm calling hits on this album, are more like he might play them at a concert, but a casual listener has never heard of them. I'm talking about like Yellow and Rose, A Little More Time with You. This is E tier. This is an E tier album. Wow. Got everything nicely evenly stacked. I have no idea. I feel like it's not supposed to look like that. I feel like I'm being too orderly. Anyways, we're about to ruin it. So, October Road is the next album. This one came early 2000s. Man. October Road's A tier. Title song, so good. September Grass, so good. The sound, okay, it's called October Road. And if you listen to the album, I'm not kidding you, The album sounds like fall. It sounds like autumn. It sounds like the month of October. I'm not. You think I'm kidding, and then listen to it, and you'll say this. If I don't know how, but this sounds like the season, fall, the season. And then James Taylor kind of fell off. Okay, he had like a 15-year hiatus after October Road, something like that. And Beyond This World he released, which is his last like songs he wrote. Okay. Sorry, Jamesy. Sorry, fans of this modern album. Yeah. And then American Standard, which is his new album. Technically, it's a cover album, so I shouldn't even be including it. But I'm including it because it's brand new, and that's what gets the clicks, right? So for all you people who came because you're fans of American Standard and you wanted to see where I ranked it, I'm so sorry for taking a dump on all of my viewers' opinions, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the only people who are going to like American Standard are like 90-year-olds. So sorry. Why is it that all singer-songwriters, it seems, just fall off the map when they get old? I thought like getting older was you were wiser and better and more talented, smarter. But all these singer-songwriters, like, when's the last time Bob Dylan wrote a good song? When's the last time James Taylor wrote a good song? When's the last time Jim Croce wrote a good song? Oh, sorry. Too soon? I think it's too soon for... It will always be too soon for Jim Croce. Jim Croce, if he had lived, would have been the one who would have gotten better with age. Jim Croce, rip. How does Jim Croce have like 3 albums, and in those 3 albums have like 20 hits that you've heard of? Well, I could just do a Jim Croce. I should do a Jim Croce tier. He has like 3 albums, I think. One of them released posthumously, so I should do a Jim Croce tier list. That would be good. There you have it. There's your James Taylor rankings. If you're unhappy, if these make you unhappy, I don't care. This is what it is. This is the way it is. I'm trying to see if there's anything that could be debatable. You could debate pushing Gorilla up to B. You could debate pulling down October Road to B. You would probably like to debate Never Die Young. Some people would probably have it down in C or something because most people don't know what they're listening to. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Okay, now I'm happy. All right, this is my list. This is my final list.